Hello everyone, welcome back to the news. The families of the slain Uromi hunters has raised alarm that they are yet to receive compensation from the Edo and the Kano government after 3 months. Now, the widows of these 16 hunters from Kano State who were brutally burnt by vigilantes in Edo State on March 28, 2025 said they are yet to receive any of the compensation packages promised by both the Kano and the Edo State governments. The victims were reportedly attacked and killed along the Uromi Obiajana Expressway in the Eastern Northeast local government area of Edo State on suspicion of being kidnappers while returning home from Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Now, this incident actually sparked national outrage and calls for justice. And following the killings, the Nigerian police announced the arrest of 4 suspects in connection with the mob action. And in April, the Edo State Governor, Okpebholo, had met with a delegation from Kano State, led by the Deputy Governor, Aminu Abdulsalam, and announced the formation of a federal state joint committee to investigate the tragedy. During a condolence visit to the victims' hometown in Kano State, Okpebholo pledged financial compensation and support for the bereaved families, that they are going to make sure that all the families affected by the unfortunate incident will be compensated. And then the Kano State Governor also assured the victims that the victims' family that they are going to assist them financially, they are going to provide some relief materials to them, and they are going to ensure that they get justice. However, over 3 months later, the families of the affected victims said they've not received any form of support. Speaking, a 45-year-old Ibrahim Issa, a survivor of the attack, said he bears physical and emotional scars and has had to pay over 40,000 for his medical care despite government promises of free treatment, that he barely feeds himself, his children are too young to help, and he barely goes out to look for money and food for his family. And then Haruna, a widow, had said that life had become very unbearable for her ever since she lost her husband. She has now become a burden, a great burden to her in-laws. That her husband was her only provider, and now she relies on her neighbors just to feed and take care of herself and her children. Malam Bala Dusu of the Kebiya local government area, whose son Amadu was among those killed, demanded transparency from the government, that they should at least talk to them concerning the compensation plan. And another widow, Haruna Issa, also expressed growing despair that justice must be served, that each passing day makes the promise looks more like a political statement than a commitment. So all efforts to get comments from the Edo State government were unsuccessful. Calls and text messages to the Chief Press Secretary, to Monday Okpebholo, Fred Itwa, and the Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Paul, were not returned. And then the Kano State Commissioner for Information and Internal Affairs, Ibrahim Garba, who was also a member of the investigation committee, declined to comment. But then these guys are just crying and weeping and lamenting that they are yet to receive compensations from the government of Edo and the Kano State government. Guys, this is really unfortunate. I feel for the families of these Kano, victims. But then again, what about the families of Benue people? What about the families of Plateau people? What about the families of Borno people, Enugu, Imo, and other states? What about other families who we don't even know about, that in one way or the other, their husbands, their sons have been met with unfortunate deaths because of, Fulani killings and some unfortunate events, which the government also promised that they would take care of them? What about those families? May we pray that Nigeria will never happen to any one of us. That should be our prayer, because if Nigeria should happen to any one of us, it's going to be really terrible, because nobody will come to your aid, not even the federal government, despite all their promises. The government is yet to keep their promises on protecting lives and properties of the people of their states, and not to talk more of the compensation benefits they promised to these families. They've not even handled that aspect. So how are they going to handle protecting lives and properties of the people of the state? So my country people, make una come shook mouth for this matter. Me, I feel this is actually, funny to some extent, because if they are talking about compensation, then there are so many people the government ought to have compensated in this country. So many victims, so many families that need compensation. No be only them dey this country. People wey they don't buy for Benue State, I never see say government don't go compensate them. People wey be say one man wey come talk say he lost about 20 family members. Government never even come look in face. Government never even come compensate am for all in losses. Another man dey talk say in business, so in farm, say everything don't go. Wetin government don't do for that one? Now this Kano victims, widows and the rest. Now wow, me I feel say all these people, they need to remove their hope on the government, because get anything where government won't do for them. All this government wey we get today, we go talk something today, they no go do wetin they talk. It's always promise and fail all the time. So my country people, me I feel say these families, they have to move on. They should not hold on the promises of their state governments. They shouldn't try it in any way. They shouldn't hold on to those promises, because they will not fulfill the promises. The chances of the Edo state government or the Kano state government fulfilling those promises are slim. Now we be say most state governors now, they don already the campaign for 2027. The families of these victims should be well that these governors, they no really send anybody. Now 2027 they their mind. Now politics they their mind. Okay, see the Edo state government where they drag say the compensation where Okpebholo promised them, say he never give them the compensation. Okpebholo we talk yesterday say he go give Tinubu 2.5 million votes. Now that person I won't call remember those Kano victims family. Now that person where they prepare how you want to pack Edo state give Tinubu, how you want to pack Edo state votes give Tinubu. Now that one won't remember say him promise people compensation. I mean now the Kano state government where they already they plan how they want to take maneuver for 2027. So these people may them just carry on for the back of their mind, say these governments no send anybody. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? I'm dropping here. Kindly share in the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye for now.